Yo, what's good, gamers? Welcome back to each and every one of you. So I was just scrolling Twitter. I don't like to brag, but I do actually have Twitter. Yeah. So I was scrolling it, and I happened upon a thing that I thought we should talk about, maybe just a little bit, tiny bit. It's important that we discuss things that doesn't happen in World of Warcraft that absolutely should. Uh, Guild Wars 2. Guild Wars 2 just announced player housing. This game is 12 years old. It is nowhere near as big as World of Warcraft, and it is getting player housing, like proper player housing. Um, I don't exactly know how it's going to work. They've sort of explained some of it, but we'll have to see. I don't play Guild Wars 2. I just thought that this was interesting. It's interesting that this now really, I think, does make World of Warcraft the only MMO on the market, at least of the top five ones, that doesn't have player housing, which is kind of awkward. It's a little awkward. It's a little embarrassing. But no, I want to talk about why that is actually important. Why do people actually care about player housing? Because you might be sitting there and thinking to yourself, you know what, Akko? I don't really care about player housing. Or maybe you're really serious about it, in which case you use my real name and you go, you know what, Stefan? I don't care about player housing, all right? I just want to play the game. I just want to kill some bosses. I just want to do some dungeons with my mates. And then I want to go out and get drunk. I don't care about building a house. I have a house. I live in one. Maybe that is what you want to do. But remember that you are not the only person playing World of Warcraft. There are other people too. And sometimes other people do like to build some houses. I'm one of you. I don't care about building houses in World of Warcraft. I wouldn't even build a house in real life. So why would I do it in a video game? But there are people who really care about that. And especially in World of Warcraft, especially going into the War Within, where we have people like Holly Longdale talking about the mid-core player base and how they never actually realized how big the mid-core player base actually is, and how, part of what they want to do in the War Within is focus on that mid-core a lot more. Player housing is exactly that. It is content perfect for the mid-core audience. And more importantly, player housing gives you another avenue through which to reward players for content out in the open world that isn't necessarily power based. One of the things that we've discussed before during the live shows, and shout out if you're not watching Friday nights, Baron's chat. I don't know why you wouldn't, but you should actually. It hurts my feelings when you don't show up. But we've spoken about this. One of the problems in World of Warcraft so often is the fact that sometimes it feels like there's just so much power bloat, because every single activity in World of Warcraft somehow has to be sort of tied into some kind of power gain. That's usually the rewards. The rewards usually give you power. But housing offers you this opportunity to give rewards that have nothing to do with power, and still it will be rewards that players actually care about. And I feel like that is, at least at some point, or to some extent, that could plug a lot of the holes. A lot of the content that, open world content, for example, where, let's be real, ladies and gentlemen, when you get to a month after the launch of the expansion, the gear that you get from the open world sucks. Ooh. No one really does that shit for gear anymore. But what if you could do it for different wallpapers and different window styles and different doors, different roofs? I don't know, all the different things that people in houses sort of collect, or trophies, or doodads, and stuff that you can put down in the house, paintings, and all the rest of it. What if you could do that, right? I feel like it just opens a lot more ways for people to actually play the game, and a lot more ways for people to want to play the game. Now, we have the beta that just went live. I should probably talk about that a little bit. It is important. Of course, it's beta. This means that we're close. We are close. For those of you that want to know if I'm going to be playing the beta, I am not. Probably. I haven't received access to it yet. And I have a rule. My rule, based on principle, I do not purchase any game copy higher than the standard version of any game. I don't support any company higher than the standard version. I don't want to support, I don't want to incentivize that kind of, greed from companies where I have to end up paying $130 just to get 3 days early access because it's not actually, I'll play 3 days late. It's fine. It's fine. I don't care. But no, fundamentally, I refuse. So I'm not going to be supporting that. This video isn't even about that. I don't know why I'm talking. Oh, I'm talking about that because we need to get to 8 minutes. We don't get to 8 minutes. I don't get to put ads. I don't get to make money. That's an awkward conversation to be having in the middle of a video, but never mind. Never mind. We'll just continue with this. No. Okay. So, anyways. Guild Wars 2. Yes, that's what we're talking about right now. So, Guild Wars 2. It's called the Janthier Wildlands. Maybe Holy will have some stuff on the screen so you can see what it looks like. It's going to be live on August the 20th. And I really hope that this is the one that sparks Blizzard into action, where Blizzard sort of goes, okay, let's do this. Clearly we're the last one there. We should really do this. I think it's time. So let's hope Blizzard wakes up and realizes the player housing is actually an important thing and it's actually something that people care about. I'd like to know from you, do any of you actually care about that? Yes or no? Let me know in the comment section down below. We're not going to get to 8 minutes. Oh, so you have to sign up to Patreon. It's just $1. Come on. Do it. Do it for me, please. Anyways, like the video if you liked. Dislike if you didn't. And I'll see all of you in the next one. Peace.